The reason why we decided to sign up with Wisdom was actually our office manager decided that she put in her 6 months. So basically she's gone and we needed help because again, it's just three of us in the front. We just hired a new hire. And then to myself and another coworker, we just realized we're not going to be able to manage the practice and do everything that we do day by day and still take on what she was doing. So we signed up for Wisdom. Before we had Wisdom, I was working on AR. I was doing statements, follow-ups, and I was getting bombarded. I couldn't do my daily task plus that. So I was coming in either on a Friday since we were off or any time basically. So it was taking me weeks to get through my reports and I couldn't. And then patients, were, well, why do you guys let me know about my balance a month and a half later? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm catching up. When you're seeing over 3,000 patients, it's bound to happen, right? I was very scared at first, not because of what you guys had to offer, but because I was like, oh my God, I'm entering this new world. How is it going to be for me? Totally opposite of what I expected. It's been amazing. I don't have to worry about anything. And I feel like I have that support system if I have a question. I know who to go to what. The communication board that you guys offer is amazing. I love it. I feel like I can just quickly answer something and it's like, cool, 2-3 days. It's like either answered or worked on. The stress of not sending anyone statements or having to do any follow-ups has freed up so much time for us, not just for myself, for us. The fact that claims get batched instantly, we don't have to let things fall through the cracks, which was happening before where claims were being put on hold or fell through the cracks. Crowns, implant crowns, anything that has to be submitted with x-rays or narrative has just been sent in a timely manner. Our AR is going down, which I love. Our production, our payments are entered in a timely manner. I cannot say anything from Wisdom or about Wisdom. I love it. I just love you guys. I love working with you guys. Mostly, like I said, I was just skeptical because I was like, who do I go to for what? You know what I mean? Who do I email? Who do I call? I have a question. But the minute we get on our weekly or now it's bi-weekly meetings, it's answers within less than a minute. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It's just a stress reliever, honestly, coming into work now that we're full on, no office manager, all by ourselves. It's kind of that relief that you need, that breath you can breathe out and not worry that things are going to be done in a timely manner. So yeah, I cannot say enough good things about you guys, honestly. I just wasn't sure, okay, how does this go? Is it more they just take full control and then I'm just put on the back burner? Do I get to ask questions? Do I get to answer questions? Is it kind of oh, I'm left in the dark in that sense? And once I hopped on that first call, it was just okay, this is who your point person for this. But then again, you can reach all of us. And then it was oh, they actually communicate. So watching the communication board and seeing how things get updated, it's oh, okay, I'm in the loop. But again, when I do answer, it's done within the timely manner. So that was another thing. So I'm oh, well, how soon are things going to get done? This AR, which has been going down in numbers. I'm oh, okay, cool. They just needed a month to catch up with all of our patients. Things like that we still get surprised. Shannon's oh, payments are entered. I'm oh my God, we just gave this to you yesterday. This is amazing. Or Kimberly, when, I check statements or whatnot, it's oh, cool, I don't have to worry about it. It's done. Or Karen, oh yeah, I already appealed this. I just entered that note yesterday. So it was just more the fact of a new platform and how were you guys. But like I said, that fear is gone. I think that first week that we worked with you guys, because I was this is amazing. Yeah, even the front office, the other two girls were oh, look at what we closed out for January. Look at what we closed out for February. Things are not just sitting. And what we used to use, a fast attach, where all the claims for crowns and implants would sit there. Everything gets batched within a timely manner. So you guys are amazing. Before, it was one person and she was entering all the payments, and that was pretty behind. We used to work with NEA Fast Attach, where we would have to submit the claims that way and then wait for them to get worked on. But I think when we signed up for Wisdom, there was either 28 or 29 claims in that system that still were not batched out. So it was kind of frustrating because we knew that the numbers that we had weren't really our numbers, or crowns that were done. Just example, we might have done them in January and just received payment May, June, because unfortunately we were just able to get to those claims in time. Or there was, say, for example, claims that we never sent out because they fell through the cracks. And then when we finally did catch them, it was like, oh, well, it's over the time limit or whatever happened at the time. So it was kind of frustrating because we would have to do a lot of write-offs or a lot of calling like the insurances. Even myself, like I said, when I had to call or follow up with patients, well, why are you guys sending this to me 2 months later? It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I finally had a chance to catch up. Or just in general, like I said, when I would work on the report, I was like, oh, this claim has been sitting in our whatever AR for how many months. So it was very stressful. It was very time consuming, I would say. I would try to work on it. But like I said, these reports were taking me weeks to do. And then I know entering payments, sending out payments, it wasn't just a 1-day task. It was taking us weeks and we were just falling behind, and you can see it in the numbers. So I think that was a huge part. So then when we got with Wisdom and signed up, instantly it was like, oh, these checks are entered. And we're like, oh, that's amazing. I'm confident to say that whatever numbers is showing as a production and what we collected truly match what we've done that month. So it makes us feel good, like, okay, this is what we've scheduled, this is what we've billed, and this is what we've collected. So we're proud to say okay, this is X amount of what we did to this month. And showing those numbers to our consultant or showing those numbers to doctor is amazing, because now we don't have to say, hey, we're still waiting for things to catch up. No, we can actually be confident on the reports that we give him, which I work on the reports, but I'm confident to say this is what we did for February or whatever. So the before and after is very drastic. The communication board that you guys have is my favorite part, because like I said, if there's a question about anything on either side, whether it's my side, I'm able to upload it. I don't have to do an email, let it fall through the cracks. I know where to go. It's so organized. And that was another thing, everything has its own tab. So it's all organized. We know where to send the checks. We know where to go to for whatever, but that communication between the staff, the team, and myself, there's never something that I can say, oh, I don't know. No, it's very clear. It's very there who we're talking about, what day we're talking about, and vice versa. If I have a question on, hey, can we follow up on this narrative or this appeal? Again, it just shows within that timely manner. So I don't have to say, oh, I'm sorry, doctor, I don't have an answer. No, I have an answer within a 2-day span, which is fast enough for me, because if it was up to me, I'm give me a week and I'll get you an answer. So it's the communication, I would say, at least. On a daily, anywhere from 3 to 4 hours, because when I would come in, I would work on that report my first half of the day. So I was pretty much on a weekly basis. I was Monday through Thursday working on this report of trying to figure out. And then on top of that, I was also following up claims that were being denied. Why did they get denied? It's not clear why they got denied. So it has saved me hours a day and probably 2 weeks of my life. That's how far behind we fell. Just do it. Again, it makes life easy. I think sometimes not knowing what to expect frightens people. And I know sometimes people are like, oh, well, let me see if this is a bang for my buck type of thing. But I can truly say that it truly is, because whatever you are afraid of, I know this sounds so wrong, but it's you're actually making double of what you are paying because you have that time. You know what I mean? I'm able to call patients and schedule more crowns, more implant crowns, because I have the availability to do so. I can schedule new patients that need treatment. So in itself, it's I can get in 2-3 patients to easily cover what everyone's so scared of. And I know that it's not knowing what to expect, but you get so much. Like I said, that's what I was scared of at first, but it's you don't know what you're getting, and then you get it and you're just this is amazing. The communication, everything is very transparent. Nothing is hidden. This is what it is. You'll be happy on the other side. The grass is greener on the other side. It doesn't make sense for us to not have it, because like I said, the minute we check out a patient, that claim gets sent out. We don't have to worry about, oh, did this get sent out? Did that not get sent out? So the fact that we're able to triple our income in a month, it's just amazing. Our numbers for January was amazing. Our numbers for February were amazing. We're off to a good start for March. It's paying for itself. Look at the numbers, it shows for itself. And that's all I can say. The numbers don't lie. I am happy when I go home. My kids get to have their mom. I'm not like mom mode slash work mode. My husband gets his wife. I'm able to go home and be like, okay, cool, everything is caught up. I'm able to go home and just check out and just be a mom and a wife. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Because at the end of the day, we all have an office to run and we all have to make sure that the numbers and income and all that matches. So at least in that aspect, I can say like my brain turns off. It hits 5 o'clock. It's like, cool, I don't worry about that part of the office anymore, at least. But it's running smoothly so far. I have no complaints whatsoever.